What is going on, guys? The Negro Shot here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my honest opinion on Mighty Number 9. So I just beat the game today. I gotta say that Mighty Number 9 is a very, very horrible game. All of the reviews all of the reviews that have been released for this game from, big gaming sites like IGN and GameSpot and everything, they're right. They are absolutely right. This game is horrible. I've tried it for myself, and I gotta say, it is one of the worst platformers I've played this generation, and really one of the worst platformers I've played in a while. For one thing, just to start this off, I gotta say the level design in this game is horrible. It's atrocious. It's like pretty much like picture if Nintendo made a Mario game where all of the levels had a bunch of spikes on all of the walls and like all of like different areas throughout the game. Like picture if Nintendo actually made a bunch of Mario levels with spikes everywhere. And it's like every level there's spikes on every freaking level, cuz that's how this game is. That's how it feels sometimes, because it's electrified. It's electrified walls and electrified floors on basically every level in this game, with the exception of I think two. And when there's not electrified floors, there's like electrified wires or something. There's something in this level that like if you touch it, if you even just touch it a little bit, you're dead. Instant death everywhere. Instant death everywhere. It's the most horrible level design. I'm saying, like, this isn't even really the core. Well, it's part of the core of the problem, but really just the entire level design in this game is horrible. I think there's only like one level in this game, and ironically, like, so there's like only one level in this game. Okay, maybe two levels in this game that I can say, you know what, I enjoyed playing that. Maybe I'll play that again. But after beating all of these levels in Mighty Number 9, I did not want to play them again. They were so frustrating to get through. And it's not that it was hard. It was just frustrating due to the crappy level design, the crappy controls, and just bad design choices all around when it comes to what Beck can and cannot do. For instance, Beck can't, so like, here's the thing. In Mighty Number 9, for those of you guys who don't know, the whole point of the game is when you shoot an enemy, you have to dash through them, and you'll get points and stuff for that. That's like one of the main mechanics in the game. And it's so dumb that like you can't dash like if you are currently on a ladder, and then like let's say there's two ladders side by side, and you want to get to this next ladder. You can't dash to the next ladder while you're like still steadily climbing the ladder. Hopefully you guys get what I mean. Like it's just dumb. Really poor decisions, man. Really poor decisions. Cause really, like, it's crazy. Cause back in the day, I could not beat a Mega Man platformer game. Like, the only Mega Man games that I've ever beaten was like Mega Man Battle Network 6, I believe Battle Network 4, and like all of the Star Force games. And I have never beat a Mega Man platformer that I can remember. My first Mega Man game that I was introduced to was Mega Man 8. And Mega Man 8 was a very, very hard game. That was a freaking hard game back then. But the thing is, even when it was hard to actually get through most of those levels, it was fun. It was fun. It was challenging. It didn't feel cheap. Outside of this one level that I remember, that it was like the camera kept moving and it kept scrolling. I can't remember the name of the boss, obviously, because it's been too long. I can't remember even the name of the stage. But even Mega Man 8, back in the day, even if the game was hard, even if the levels were hard, it wasn't frustrating. Like, it wasn't up, like it just didn't feel to the point to where like I didn't want to play that level again, or I could never go through that experience again. Mighty Number 9 feels like that. It feels like that completely. Like, I might try to force myself to get through this again, to like go through some of the levels again, maybe. Now that I know how to get past certain things a lot quicker, but really, this game it was just it's frustrating. It's a frustrating game. And another core thing that is wrong with this game, because this is a Mega Man game, so when you beat a boss in a Mega Man game, you're supposed to get powers, and you're supposed to feel empowered by getting those powers. You're supposed to be able to use those powers to not only defeat bosses, but help you get to different like areas that are in, different stages and stuff. These powers are supposed to help you throughout the game. And honestly, there aren't really any good powers in this game. The powers are useless. The only time I use any other powers outside of Battalion and like Cryo, I think it's Cryo Spear, like I want to say that the only time I used any powers outside of those two that I just mentioned was like the final stages of the game, because you kind of had to, you couldn't get past certain parts of like the last two stages especially without using different powers. But other than that, it's like all the powers in this game suck. I mean, Counter Shade's power, I kind of found a use for it, like at the end, like I said, at the final stage, because it's crazy, because that final stage was more fun than half of the game, But then the horrible thing about the final stage is the boss battle, man. Like the bosses, even the bosses in this game are just utter trash. I mean, especially this final boss, because look, man, I don't know whose idea it was to give that boss so much gosh darn health. That boss had the longest health bar in the world, man. Like, it's not even that boss battle was hard. I mean, it took me a lot of tries, man. It at least took me maybe like 24. Maybe I died like 20 or so times. I've lost a lot of lives to that final boss trinity, but I gotta say, man, this game, when it comes to its bosses, it's just pitiful. It's pitiful. It's horrible. Horrible bosses. Horrible game design. Just don't buy this game. This game is garbage, man. This game is garbage. Now, one thing I will say, I'll go ahead and give them credit for this. I like some of the music, and of course they have Steve Bloom. They have Steve Bloom in the game. They have some notable voice actors, but the voice acting in it, like the voice acting itself in this game, is really cringeworthy. The dialogue is cringeworthy. I mean, the dialogue, especially if you're listening to it, like if you're listening to the game in English. And the crazy thing is that I like listening to things in my own language, but it's like even when this game, because like this game is dubbed so horribly, and it's like I can listen to bad dubs in like anime and stuff like that, but this game, it just feels so, I don't know, man. Like they just made the game, like they made the story and all the characters like goofy and childish, and like I don't know, man. Like this is completely different from Mega Man 8 and from like the later Mega Man games that were like a lot more serious. The tone in this game is a lot more lighthearted, despite the fact that the story is about robots going out of control and everything. But it's just horrible. It's just horrible. I can't really say any more than this game is horrible. Like the crazy thing is that I had more fun beating some of the challenges, some of like the small solo challenges, than I kind of did the actual game itself. I mean, if I had to give this game a rating, I'd have to give it a 5 out of 10. I mean, it's a horrible game, and I've seen a lot of people on the internet try to defend Mighty Number 9, and I'm one of those people that defended Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. And don't ask me why, but I gave that game a 7 out of 10 for what it was. And I can't overlook this game's bad qualities. I just can't. I can't. Knowing what a Mega Man platforming game is supposed to be like, I can't honestly sit up here and tell you that this game is even worth the $30 that you have to pay for a physical disc. I would say go ahead and wait for this game. If you can get it for $15, then I think that's a good price point for this game, because this game is not a $4 million game. It doesn't even seem like $4 million went into this game. I wasn't going to try to mention anything about the Kickstarter and everything, and about all of the problems that this game has had during its production, and all the delays and stuff like that. But I just gotta say, and I'm just wondering, like, where did all that money go to? If I had to guess, and I know a lot of people are wondering where that money went, and I think the money went toward either Red Ash, or I think that Inafune was trying to get a Mighty Number 9 like cartoon, or like an animated feature or something. But the thing is, I just think that the whole Kickstarter thing, I mean, I'm not for it. I think it's a bad idea. I think that in the case of Mighty Number 9, it was just a case of him not being transparent enough. Him not really telling people what to expect, because it's just crazy. Because it feels as though people, like, I wonder how many people, like, did anybody ask for like a Mighty Number 9 cartoon, like a companion series, or any other extra thing? Like, I think the only reason people backed this game is simply because it was going to be a Mega Man successor. They didn't want a Mega Man, like a cartoon or anything to come with it. I think that's where some of the money went to. And then, of course, the game, there's going to be different ports to this game, because this game is pretty much coming out on every system, and a lot of people have pointed to that as being like the problem as to why this game looks like it does and plays like it does, is that they were developing for pretty much every console known to man. So, but that's not even a horrible excuse. I mean, they could have left the Wii U behind. They could have left PS3 and Xbox 360, because this is a new generation. So I don't know, man. I've said all I can say. Mighty Number 9 is garbage. Don't buy this game. It's a 5 out of 10 for me. Let me know what you guys think about Mighty Number 9 if you bought the game, and subscribe for more reviews. I hope to be doing some more reviews, and let me know if the audio quality of this video is good for you guys, because I'm actually recording this on my phone right now, because I can't use Audacity or any other type of audio recording program right now. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. This has been the Negro Shotty. I'm out of here. Peace.